Batman, 1989. Would you guys say that this was the first really big superhero movie?
Yeah.
Superman, I think, would have something to say.
Yeah, you got a point there. Well, it was released on June 23rd, 1989. The budget was $48 million. It made over $400 million at the box office worldwide. I have 7 statements here, and the guys are going to have to guess whether or not it's a fact or it is fiction. And if you're liking this content, please make sure you're clicking the like button down below. First one. Fact or fiction? Jack Nicholson took a lower salary to play the Joker because he did not think Batman would be a hit. Lan.
Fiction.
Frank.
Yeah, I think Jack likes his money. I'm going to go fiction. Fiction.
Yeah, it is fiction. Although Nicholson actually accepted just a $6 million base salary, well below his norm, but he did that in exchange for a share of the film's profits and merchandise. His deal reportedly netted him over $50 million. It was one of the most lucrative contracts ever.
Yeah.
Next up, fact or fiction? Michael Keaton deliberately adopted a gravelly voice to differentiate Batman from Bruce Wayne. Frank.
Yeah, fact.
Lan.
I think I'll say fact because we talked about this before, didn't we? Yes, fact.
Yeah, that's a fact. Keaton described Batman's voice as a controlled psychosis, a deliberate shift so audiences wouldn't consider Bruce Wayne under the mask. That choice influenced every subsequent Batman. However, there have been some that really believe that Kevin Conroy was the first one who really differentiated Bruce Wayne's voice from Batman. I didn't give you guys points. Frank's got 2 and Lan's got 1, right?
Pointy, pointy, points.
That's what we talked about was Kevin Conroy.
Yes. Next up. Fact or fiction, the production design team used 1940s and 50s New York City photos to create Gotham. Lan.
Fact.
Frank.
I'm going to go fiction on it.
That's a fact.
It's a fact.
That is a fact. Oscar-winning production designer Anton Furst drew inspiration from urban decay shots of 1940s New York. He aimed for a dystopian Gothic metropolis that looked like hell bursting through the pavement, as he would describe it. Next up, fact or fiction? The original climax of 1989's Batman showed the Joker killing Vicky Vale, but it was cut for being too disturbing. Frank.
Fiction.
Lan.
I'm going to say fiction also. Yes, fact.
No, that is a fact. No points for either of you. Tim Burton revealed the studio scrapped an initial ending where Joker kills Vicky, leaving actors to film without knowing how it was actually going to wrap, how the movie was going to end. Next up, fact or fiction? Warner Brothers built a real Batmobile capable of street driving. Lan.
Fact.
Frank.
I'm going fiction on that one. That's a bunch of fiction.
Yeah, that is fiction. Though the Batmobile was fully functional on the set, it wasn't street legal. It was a movie prop built on a custom chassis with limited capability. The replica seen cruising in a fan-made version was not the studio's.
Okay.
And was this the Batmobile that Drew Carey won?
No,
you guys remember that from the Drew
the
Carey show, or was that a later version?
He won the later one that's here in Tallahassee at the Museum of Car Crap down the road from here.
Car Crap.
Is that what it's
called? That's a great museum.
It's like it's almost like it's like a guy that has a Jay Leno complex. He buys a lot of cars, and he bought that. I think it was the Batman and Robin Batmobile that
Oh,
he had.
one with
George
like the
Clooney.
ribs and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the one here in town. That's the one that, because I remember when that happened on a Drew Carey show, it was a big thing around here. The local news did about it. They borrowed the car. They had to ship it across country so that Drew Carey could use it in his episode, and then it came back, and it now sits where you can go and pay $50 to look at a crappy Batmobile.
It still cracks me up where at the end of that Drew Carey episode, Ryan Stiles and Diedrich Bader are dressed up as the 1960s Batman and Robin. and they get pulled over by the cops in the Batmobile.
Drew Carey's first season is on YouTube right now. I've been enjoying that.
There you go. All right, here we go. Next one. Tim Burton originally planned 1989's Batman to be a musical. Frank.
God, he's so weird, and a lot of his stuff is so musical. I could see that fact.
Lan.
I'm gonna say fiction.
That is fiction.
Ooh, the fiction.
Yeah, despite Warner Brothers' interest in featuring musical pop elements from Prince, Burton refused, sticking to Danny Elfman's darker orchestral approach. Orchestral? I don't know why I said it that way. So no singing in Gotham, essentially, is what it was.
Bat dance.
Yeah, that video was wild, man.
Great soundtrack.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Vicky Vale. Vicky
Vicky
Vale.
Vale. Oh my God. That's going to be stuck in my head now, man. If you don't know what we're talking about, like, let's say you're younger here and you didn't grow up with 1989's Batman. Go watch the music video for what was the name of the song?
Bat Dance. It was Bat
The
Dance.
Bat Dance. That's
yeah.
right. Go
Bat
look up the
Dance.
music video for Bat Dance by Prince.
It's an awesome video.
Yeah.
So weird, though.
All right. Final one. Fact or fiction, Tim Burton's Batman actually lost money on paper despite huge box office returns. Lan.
I mean, with all the effects and stuff, I'll say fact. It probably did.
Frank.
Well, effects and promotion. Yeah, I'd say fact.
By the way, if you don't know why we're laughing, those sounds are new. We recorded a bunch the last time that Lan and Frank and I recorded. So if you want to be included, if you want your voice featured in one of these videos, you're more than welcome to film yourself, post it on social media saying either that's a fact, that's fiction, do different voices, have some fun with it. Tag me at The Real Brandalorian, and I'll find the video, I'll record it, and then I'll include it in some of our stuff. So if you guys like that, go ahead and fire away. But yes, that one is a fact. So thanks to Hollywood's accounting, Warner Brothers declared the film is losing about $36 million on paper, even though it earned over $400 million due to distribution fees and creative financing.